So in this episode, we're talking about Trick or Treat 2. But before we begin, I want to let you know that YouTube no longer supports horror channels. So if you want to help this channel and see it continue going in the future, you have to join up at theslasherclub.com and become a paying member or at least donate. Because 100% of those proceeds will go right back in this channel and help it keep going. And if you want to be notified of all these videos, you got to go to the main part of this YouTube channel and make sure the notification bell is set to all. Otherwise, you won't be notified of any of these videos in the future. Now, with all that said, let's get started. Now, if you're sitting there wondering what the hell is Trick or Treat, well, where the hell have you been? Because every list that I've done so far this year on theslasherclub.com has involved Trick or Treat either being number 1 or number 3. Somewhere in the top 3, it is there. Now, Trick or Treat is a horror anthology movie, and it's actually really badass because it actually intertwines all the characters in between all the stories. So if you remember something similar called Crash, the movie Crash, where they told a whole bunch of stories from different perspectives and they showed how they all intertwined together. It's basically the same sense in the practicality of all these characters being intertwined throughout all these stories. However, in a horror aspect, such as like Creepshow. So basically, if you had Creepshow and Crash, and they had mad sex and banged it out for a while, they would give birth to Trick or Treat. Now, Trick or Treat is actually one of my favorite Halloween movies to watch, and actually I watch it every single Halloween. I've been waiting over 10 years, over 10 years for a sequel, and finally, we have gotten some type of praise and official word from the creator that it might actually be happening. Now, recently, Michael Doftrey, who is the writer and director of Trick or Treat, sat down with comicbookmovie.com, and they finally discussed, again, the possibility of Trick or Treat 2. Now, when I heard this, I seriously could not control my excitement. I was so ecstatic about this. Now, what Michael Doftrey actually had to say in regards to the Trick or Treat sequel was, listen, I'm intrigued by the idea and it's completely up to Legendary. It's been a few years since we initially talked about it, and there's been a regimen change since then. They still have the property and they love it, and there's still a long line of merchandise and a continuing line of comic books based on the film, but the ball is in their court. The moment they say they're interested and ready to go, we'll see if the stars align. Which basically means if the people who own the rights to Trick or Treat want a sequel and Mike has no other projects going on, meaning he's not directing or writing anything else and he has spare time, he's open to doing it. Now, with that said, recently, IMDb actually opened up a page for Trick or Treat 2. And of course, Michael is listed as the writer and director. And I know some of you are thinking, well, anybody can submit anything to IMDb. No, that is absolutely wrong. This is not Wikipedia where anybody can write or change anything they want. When you actually create a title, and yes, I know this from experience because I have titles that are actually listed in IMDb, you have to show proof that the project has a possibility of being made. You can't just simply say, I'm putting this in there. So, with that said, I think it's highly likely that we're going to be seeing a sequel within the next couple of years for Trick or Treat, which again has me fucking ecstatic because I love that freaking movie and I can't wait for there to be a sequel. But let's know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Do you want to see a Trick or Treat 2 or do you think they should leave it alone? Also, don't forget to give this a big thumbs up because one of your likes on this video will get you another video on Trick or Treat 2. Also, don't forget to join the Slasher Club at theslasherclub.com. If you become a paying member over there, 100% of those funds will go right back into this channel and help support it because, again, YouTube no longer wants to support horror on YouTube. And with all that said, I'll see you next time.